Hello everyone. So for my assessment activity, I'm going to be focusing on one that helps with the family systems theory, which in short, the family systems theory basically says that the family is one big structure that has different subsystems in it, and an action or a change within one of the subsystems or one of the smaller relationships within the family will affect every other person in the family. So like I said, I want to do an assessment activity. The goal of the assessment is to see how the relationships that are established within the target family affect each member and themselves, and how the relationship between two people in the family can affect the third person in a family and vice versa. So the activity that I decided on is a survey, and the survey will have questions focused on assessing relationships between family members and then the effects of those relationships on both the person taking the survey and how the relationships affect other people in the family. Meets the goal of an assessment just because it gathers information on the relationships within the family and kind of provides a baseline for how to go about family therapy, and it just gives a baseline of what problems there are between the different subsystems. So for the activity, the target population is just families. There's no set criteria for what a family could be, so it could be like two people living together. It could be heterosexual, homosexual families, families that have children, families that don't have children. Any type of family can really benefit from this assessment. Like I said earlier, the goal of the assessment is to get an understanding of the relationships that are formed within a target family, and then seeing how those relationships affect other members of the family. The resources that are needed for this assessment is just the questionnaire that I came up with, and then about 30 minutes for the family to fill it out. The time can be adjusted for each family if they need a shorter amount of time or a longer amount of time, and then questions can also be added or removed for families because some questions are based on siblings. So if they only have one sibling, you're not going to ask them about three siblings. Or if there's like a blended family, questions can be added or taken away or changed a little bit. And then all members of the family are going to be given the following set of questions. The first section is scaled questions from 1 to 5. 1 is going to be, never. 5 is going to be often or always. And that's just to get a baseline assessment of how the family functions. The second section is open-ended questions to gain more information about the effect that the relationships within the family will have or are having. So for the first part, it says 1 to 5 scale, 1 being never and 5 being always. The first question is, I enjoy spending time with parent B or parent A. The second question is, I enjoy spending time with parent B. The third question is, I enjoy spending time with sibling A, B, C, and like I said earlier, you can add more questions after that to kind of assess for every sibling. Question 4 is, parents A and B fight, argue, or disagree a lot. Question 5 is, parent A and sibling either A, B, C, etc. fight, argue, disagree a lot. And again, you can add questions depending on how many siblings there are. Question 6 is, parent B and sibling A, B, C, etc. fight, argue, or disagree a lot. Question 7 is, sibling A, B, C, etc. and sibling A, B, C, etc. So two siblings fight, argue, disagree a lot. Question 8 is, I fight, argue, or disagree with sibling A, B, C a lot. Number 9 is, my family enjoys doing things together. Number 10 is, my family can spend a day together without fighting, arguing, or disagreeing. Number 11 is, I can go to parent A when I'm having a problem. Number 12 is, I can go to parent B when I'm having a problem. Number 13 is, I can go to sibling A, B, C, etc. when I'm having a problem. Question 14 is, sibling A, B, C, etc. can go to parent A when they have a problem. Question 16 is, sibling A, B, C, etc. can go to parent B when they have a problem, and sibling A, B, C, etc. can go to another sibling when they're having a problem. Number 17 is, I feel that my personal needs are being met. And number 18 is, I feel that I'm fulfilling the needs of others in my family. So that's it for the baseline questions, and again, just to say it one more time. They can be changed. Questions can be added if there's more insight that is needed for a family. So then on to the open-ended questions. Number 1 is, how do you feel when parent A and parent B fight, argue, or disagree? How do you feel when parent A and sibling A, B, C, etc. fight, argue, or disagree? How do you feel when parent B and sibling A, B, C, etc. fight, argue, disagree? Number 4 is, how do you feel when sibling A, B, C, etc. and sibling A, B, C, etc. fight, argue, disagree? Number 5 is, what is your favorite thing to do with your family? Number 6 is, how does your family deal with fights, arguments, and disagreements? Number 7 is, who do you get along with best? Why is that? Number 8 is, who do you get along the worst with? And then again, why is that? Number 9 is, who are the 2 people that are closest to each other in your family? Number 10 is, what things do you like about how your family operates? Number 11 is, what do you not like about how your family operates, and how would you change those things? And then number 12 is, what personal needs do you have? Do you feel that your family meets them, and what needs do certain members meet? So that's the assessment. Again, questions can be changed, added, tweaked a little bit depending on the type of family there is. And I think it gives a really good baseline for gathering information to start family therapy or anything, having to do with helping out a family.